Is this the best version of card to mouth? Well, my friend, let's find out. G'day champion, how you doing? Welcome back to Murphy's Magic Stumped. I'm of course Alex Boyers, pedicurist, and I hope you're having an absolutely beautiful Tuesday. That's right baby, it is Tuesday, another episode of Stumped coming right at your eyeballs. Treating you to sensations of my sultry voice, maybe? Either way, we're jumping into another awesome episode from a new release from Richard Sanders. But before we get more into this effect, I do want to tell you about this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Card Magic Bundle, stick around till later on in the episode, my friend, and I'll show you how to enter that very giveaway. Now, you cutie patootie, you know why you're here. You're here to find out absolutely everything you need to know about 30 Seconds to Stun by Richard Sanders. Now, when this effect first came out, a bunch of people were hyped and buzzed because it was Richard Sanders, and a bunch more people wanted to know more about it, myself included. Now, if you're not sure what 30 Seconds to Stun is, my friend, that's okay. Here's the trailer right now. Now you're looking for a little bit more Murphy's Magic, a little bit more exclusivity. There's something you're not going to see everywhere else. Well, my friends, we have the thing for you. Introducing Murphy's Membership. Now in this little ditty, you're going to get free membership tutorials. Also behind the scenes exclusives at new effects where we break down absolutely everything you need to know, even show off the gimmick live on stream, or in tasty little reels and clips just for members only. You also get your name in every single Murphy's custom content video on YouTube, as a special little thank you for being awesome. If you want to check out these member tiers, link in the description below. Go treat yourself.
This is the one effect I use when I need a 100% guarantee to blow their minds.
Oh my god, what the f?
For over 20 years, I've worked on one effect. This one effect is my go-to effect in any performing situation. It's the perfect opening effect to establish you as a miracle magician. You explain to your audience you're going to have them choose a card while the deck is isolated behind your back. They say stop anywhere and remember that card. Suddenly, that card vanishes. When you turn around, that card is now staring them in the face. This is not just a card trick. This is an impossible card revelation that leaves your audience absolutely shocked.
No. This is scary. This is so scary. No.
But that's not all. You then repeat the effect. You fool them even harder. And if that isn't enough, you offer to repeat the effect again, but this time you never touch the deck. They spread the deck and the card is gone.
Shut up.
So if you're looking to perform a card effect that is easy to do, that gets guaranteed killer reactions, that you can use as a one-off power punch effect or as a multi-phase building routine, then this is it. This is 30 Seconds to Stun.
My heart's beating super fast. Yeah, that last one was insane.
How good is that? And that may have you asking, Bo, normally you show a full performance in that little segment. Why didn't you show one now? Well, my friend, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a wee second. But either way, I just have to say, from watching the trailer to learning the method, I wasn't upset. Well, to a degree. I was furiously upset that Richard Sanders created such an easy and beautiful effect. Even when watching the explanation, I was like, how does this work? Then he explained it to me and I was like, oh my giddy aunt, why didn't I think of this? Now here's why. When you crack open 30 Seconds to Stun, inside your box you'll find a little envelope, your instructional link, and 2 gimmicks. Now you will need to purchase a red bicycle deck to put these gimmicks into. Now what are these gimmicks like? Well, when you pick them up in your hot little hands, One of the gimmicks is made from regular bicycle cards. Now, being the regular bicycle stock, you want to be careful with this card. However, the other card itself is from a durable plastic material, so it's going to last you a lifetime. Now, here's where it gets cool. A lot of people ask, does this work with other decks available? Now, once you know the method on how 30 seconds to stun works, absolutely. You could build this into any other deck that you use. The gimmicks themselves are super easy to make. I could pretty much build one with my eyes closed. Now, if that's all you needed to know and you're ready to go pick up 30 seconds to stun right now, that's okay, my friend. I totally understand. I wouldn't want to hear me flap my gums anymore either, but you can go pick it up right now via a link in the description below for $34.95. Now, here's the cracker. What kind of skill level do you need to perform 30 seconds to stun? Well, my friend, a beginner level magician. This effect is so easy to do. Like it says in the ad copy, the gimmick does all the heavy lifting for you. That's right, you cutie patootie. If you can riffle a deck and turn around, you can perform this beautiful effect. Now, what's the tutorial like when you watch it at home? Well, what you're seeing on screen right now is exactly how this looks when you watch it on your portable device or your home computer, your TV, or your sister's Etch-a-Sketch. Everything is shot in the Richard Sanders studio, is beautifully clean, crystal clear to understand, and has multiple camera angles. Richard discusses the gimmicks, the methods, and the routines so clearly, you feel like you're sitting down at the table with him, learning it straight from his beautiful face. Now that little imagery is out of the way, what do you actually learn on this explanation? Well, everything starts off with the Start Here video. This is where Richard runs you through how this tutorial will run, how the basic beginner methods into the more advanced handlings, and a bit of the history on the effect itself. Then you get into what's inside the box and how your gimmicks work. Then you get into the nitty gritty, the beautiful performances and routines. The first one is phase 1, which is the main event. This first phase is the one you see throughout the trailer. This is where you turn your back to the audience, riffle through the deck, and have them yell out stop at one card. Then when you turn back around, the card is now in your mouth and completely gone from the deck. Then phase 2, which is the instant repeat. Just after you show the spectators the card in your mouth, you can turn back around again, have the cards behind your back towards the spectators, and show them you putting that card straight back into the deck. Then when you turn back around, lo and behold, my friend, that card is back in your mouth. Then on to phase 3, which is the hands-off version. Now this third phase is absolutely beautiful in itself. If you love card to mouth, this is another awesome version of that. But this is completely hands-off. The spectator riffles through the deck themselves and selects a card. Then when they spread back through the deck, their card is gone. Where, my friend? Well, wouldn't you know it? It's up in your mouth. Now, following on from all these routines is how to reset your gimmicks in your deck ready to go for the next table or next group of people. Then into chapter 7, where Richard goes into different routines. Then on to chapter 8 for real people versus social media. Then on chapter 9 is tips on making the effect even stronger. Now chapter 10 is for reviewers only, but it works back in towards chapter 8 on real life versus social media. Now this comes down to why I didn't show a full performance at the beginning of this episode. This effect is made for real people in real life situations. If you know Richard Sanders at all, he doesn't really create magic for social media. As you're aware, there's magic out there that is perfect for social media that you couldn't do in real life. But on the flip side to that, there's magic out there that's absolutely perfect for working magicians, and that doesn't play well on social media. This is one of those effects. But if you want a beautiful piece of magic that is meant for real working magicians, real magic in real world scenarios, say if you're a table hopping magician, close-up performer, you're doing street magic, you're doing stage magic, whatever you're doing, this is perfect for you. As you've been seeing throughout this whole video and on the trailer, people's reactions to this are legitimately real and super surprised. After all, what you're looking for this effect is that surprise moment between you and the spectator, which you get from misdirection and your performance. So if you're after a hard-hitting piece of magic that is perfect for real-life situations, that's gonna knock your spectators on their bum, I highly recommend 30 seconds to stun. Now, does this mean you couldn't perform it for social media? No, you actually could perform it for social media, but you want to be very careful. So please, 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 if you're a social media magician that wants to go out and perform this for your social media networks, promise me you'll think of the routine, the method, and how the effect works. Oh, look at these absolute champions. You guys are the best. It's true. I've Googled it. Now let's take a break from this breakdown for just a tiny wee second because I want to do a giveaway. But before we get into this said giveaway, I want to find out who won last week's bundle. So who will it be this week? Oh, congratulations, champion. You're the winner of last episode's bundle. So if you could DM me on any of Murphy's socials, I'll get that prize straight out to you. Now on to this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the card magic bundle, all you need to do is comment in the comment section below. If you could have any card appear in your mouth, what would it be? The Ace of Clubs, the Three of Diamonds, the Jack of Spades. What would it be? Let me know in the comment section below. Then on next episode of Stumped, I'll draw a name out at random and you'll be announced on that episode. So, good luck. Also, if you haven't checked out last week's episode of Stumped, make sure you do. Card on screen right now. It's where I go over absolutely everything you need to know about this incredible piece of magic. Now back into the breakdown of 30 seconds to stun is the gimmick examinable. The card in your mouth is just a regular card. You can take it out. It is, after all, in your mouth, well, on your lips, I guess. So if a spectator doesn't want to touch that, totally fine, but they can if they want. And like I mentioned earlier, the rest of the cards inside the pack are regular playing cards. Now that card in your mouth is where that plastic card comes into play. Because you know when you put a paper in your mouth, it'll get wear and tear and ruin quickly. So you can definitely use the plastic card gimmick that Richard provides for you. But if you want that regular card feel, by all means, you can use a regular card. And the cards inside the deck, they're absolutely normal regular cards. So your spectator isn't gonna see a thing when they spread through that deck. And after all, once you finish this routine, you can immediately go into your favorite card trick. The gimmick doesn't hinder any other performance. Now this all sounds well and good, but what about the angles? Are there any downsides to the angles? Well, yes, I'm sure you're aware that if there's something in your mouth that you have when your back is turned to the spectators, there might be something fishy going on. You're not wrong. So if you want the spectators to get the best view of this, have your back to the audience and probably about 180 degrees. And this is one of those special occasions that you don't want to take a step back from your audience to get further away from them. It's like doing a card trick where you have a spectator select a card. You don't want to be doing that on the other side of the room. Get as close as you can to their eyeballs without getting your fingertips wet. So honestly, the angles are pretty darn good. Now, why do I love 30 seconds to stun? You know me, I love a bit of social media TV style magic. I can't wait to perform this on how easy it is to do, how simple the method is, and how fooling the effect is. I'm a big fan of card to mouth, and this takes card to mouth to a whole new level. So the effect itself is really easy to perform as the gimmick does all the heavy lifting. And while this was built for a red regular bicycle deck, you can adapt it to any other deck you like, which if you ask me is A-okay. The reason why I don't like this is because it is so simple. I wish I had a thought of this. Richard Sanders, you're an absolute genius. So simple, so clever, so devious. Why wasn't that in the tagline? Now enough of me flapping my gums, let's wrap this up into a nice little package. With 30 seconds to stun, you go from 0 to oh my god in a heartbeat. Now this isn't just magic, it's a knockout punch to your spectator's reality, delivered in under 30 seconds. And here's why it's a crowd stunner. There's no palming, no difficult moves, and no sleight of hand. Now completely self-working, your custom-made devious gimmick does all the heavy lifting. And the deck itself is immediately examinable. Perform other effects instantly. Now this works with any bicycle deck right out of the box. or like I mentioned earlier, you can customize it to your own deck. Now included with this effect is 2 bonus pieces of material. The 3-phase miracle, which is what I mentioned earlier on in this episode. And bonus number 2, which is the masterclass. This is to unlock the full potential of the concept. Richard takes you behind the curtain, teaching you other effects and brilliant applications for this ingenious method. Now, when you need to leave your spectators stunned speechless, 30 Seconds to Stun has you covered. So if you're to see more on 30 Seconds to Stun by Richard Sanders, link in the description below right now, or you can get it worldwide at your favorite magic shop for $34.95. And you need a skill level of a beginner magician to do it. Now, if you do have any questions on anything you've seen in today's episode, please throw them down in the comment section below. Like, type them up like this, but in the comments right now. But make sure you use the hashtag question time so I can find them amongst all the competition entries. Now you cutie patootie, go on, get out of here, go enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Blackpool starts in a couple of days, so I will see you there. Or I'll see you on our Discord for our weekly jams, trivia, games, hangouts, and even more. Or tomorrow on a What's New This Week, or on Saturday for another free tutorial on Saturday Sorcery. Now take care, my friend. See you later. Oh, bye for now. Whoa, hey, whoa, what's that? Oh, you should definitely check out that. Oh, there's so much good magic in there. You won't regret it. Hey, whoa, hey, look at this bad boy. You should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, then watch that. Oh, it's a good day to treat yourself.